What is it to be a founder? Hello, it's Veronica here and welcome back to V-Talks. To be a founder is to be a natural. That's how I can describe being a founder. Because I have an example of how I imagine when somebody is a founder, It's like someone who is planning to get pregnant, When you want to get pregnant, you're excited. At the same time, you are scared because you don't know how the journey is going to be. And you start preparing yourself. You go do a lot of research. What am I going to do? How is it going to be, So in that period, when you are alterating, you are trying to think of the idea. Am I solving a problem? Is my solution viable? Am I gonna get clients? And then from that period now, you get pregnant, because now you have decided that I have got enough research and I know enough about what I want to solve. And I have got the perfect problem, but now I want to know if this problem is going to be viable. So you want to get into the trial phase, So in the trial phase is when you decide now to be pregnant. So when you're pregnant now, it's like a different phase there because now you're iterating. Now you have got your prototype and you're trying to make it make sense to the customers, to the clients. Which niche am I addressing, So in that period now, it's like a different period. And now when you have the baby, when the baby arrives, is that that's the moment when now you launch your startup, Your idea has come to life. And when your idea comes to life, it's so fragile because you don't know what is going to happen. You don't know how to handle this baby because the baby is so fragile. It's something new. You've never experienced this and you're taking it a step at a time. So that's what I imagine being a founder. So when you're a founder out there and you feel like, I started this year and I feel like I'm so overwhelmed. Yeah, you have to be overwhelmed because when someone gives birth, there is postpartum stress because you've been in that period, like coming back and forth and those stuff, so you are tired. Literally, you are tired. So there is postpartum stress, and you are in that period that I don't know what to do. It is so stressful. I don't know if this is gonna work out, and that is natural because it's a process. Because before the baby is now able to walk, the baby is able to do a lot of things. You have to go through that phase, and it is normal for you to go through that phase. By the way, and I take it as that because I realized that my business is 3 years old, but I'm trying to project my business as a business that has 10 years, in the market. And that is not, you cannot compare your business with someone who has been in business in 10 years. So like imagine a child who is 3 years and a child who is 10 years. Even their mindsets are different. So when you are a founder out there and you feel like you're not doing enough, you feel like you are not capable enough, or maybe you feel like you're overwhelmed, come back and think of this idea because it gives me a lot of strength. I tell myself, oh, my baby was 1 year old and now 3 years old, meaning we are going to the next step. And when my baby is not okay, sometimes you can have a baby that maybe on the way the baby gets sick and they have got complications, and now you have to go back to the physician and check what's the problem with my baby. There's those problems that come in between in life. So think of it like my business is in that situation, and now I have to take my baby to a physician. I have to look for mentors. I have to look for advisors for my business, and I have maybe to take up a loan so that my business can thrive. So like in those situations is when now you bloom. Now you get to understand and you get to take yourself a step at a time, and you're not going to overwhelm yourself because there are some children who grow up very fast without any complications. They just, those are the businesses that just come to the market and they just bloom. But there is yours that takes time to grow. So it takes time for you to grow. So when you are in this situation as a founder, think of it as that, and it's gonna help you. Bye and see you in my next episode.